Day, big decision.
Big day. I am super happy. This doesn't give everyone everything that they needed, but it actually brings a sense of normalcy, a sense of reality, and most important, a sense of justice and fairness to all of those tenants who were living in those illegal suites. So I could not be happier today. Of course, politically, this means that there's only one thing left on the to-do list from 2010. We still have to work on the to-do list from 2013 and 2017 while we're at it.
Significance of the vote tonight?
It's a really big deal. It has finally allowed us to address a really lingering problem. Calgary was the only major city in Canada that continued this ridiculous system of forcing people to come to city council meetings and beg for the right to do something with their own property, to put a stove in their basement, because really that's all this is about. It's not about can I rent my house, anybody can rent their house. It's not about can I have people live in the basement, anybody can have people live in the basement. It was simply about can I put a stove in the basement. And the fact that council spent up to 20% of its time on that issue, and that by so doing, council implicitly allowed all of these illegal suites to operate, some of which are not safe, it's not right. You know, we had a situation where if there's mice or if there's mold or if your landlord abuses you, you have no recourse. We simply say we're going to look the other way because we don't care about you and your rights. And we finally fixed that today.
Why do you think people are so emotional about this topic? We heard a lot of emotion today, even though you tried to kind of curb it from the conversation.
You know, I think that somehow this topic, and politicians have to take some of the fall for this on both sides, has gained a certain depth that it should never have gained. And people have put all of their negative experiences in their own lives and with renters in their neighborhood or with bad neighbors into this issue, when ultimately it's an issue about a stove in the basement. Anybody can rent their house to a university fraternity next door to you today. The question is, does the person living in the basement deserve safety?
When did the changes take effect?
Today. I just saw, well, that's not quite true. Because there were amendments to the bylaw, they have to be reprinted, they'll be on my desk tomorrow, and when I sign them, they will take effect.
How does it feel?
It feels great. It's a huge sense of relief, not just for me politically, but really for all of those tenants, because the work starts tomorrow on ensuring that there are enough legal safe places for people to live.